Hello and welcome once again. I'm Steel Walrus, you are awesome, and I have a hammer. So, I tried the hammer out at the beginning of this playthrough, and I didn't love it, but I didn't do a full run-through of all of our stuff, actually trying to get used to it. So, in this episode, what we're going to do is go the right direction. And I'm going to go... Here's how these trials are going to be structured. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sort of base dungeon with them, like one of the solo dungeons, which I know you guys have already seen, to get kind of a first rough impression of how it vibes. And then, after that, because we're in Hator right now... Oh, why is that shiny? Interesting. Anyhow, so when we get back, what we're going to do is we're going to do one of the solo dungeons, a tier 3, because that's what I got what the hammer is tier 3. And then we're going to try and get either a random dungeon or maybe a PvP match with it, whichever seems more attainable. And we're going to go and get you kind of the first, again, my first impressions of what the hammer feels like. Till then, we're just going to roll on down the road. Okay, we're in Brentnall, so I think we'll find some random dungeons and stuff. So instead of doing the little, like, stories or whatever, we're going to beat up some mobs and just sort of see what we can find out here. Alright, how does that feel? Still not loving it. Okay, this is very... Let me look and see. We got our passives there. I need to double check and make sure we got our passives here. Oh, didn't get our passive here. Let's go with more defense. We don't get anything off of that. Do need to get something off of this. Increases your defense. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, somebody pointed out that I hadn't done that in my last video, and that was very kind of them. Maybe not my last video, but one of my last videos. Let's kind of keep having a look around here. I may want to upgrade my mount at some point, or just get a mount that's more specialized to this sort of thing. Okay, I don't feel like... Okay, that seems to do a little bit of pushback, which is cool. Maybe if we actually read what these abilities do after I pick up the... Hey, an axe! We'll talk about battle axes probably on the next episode. I think I've been telling people I was working on axes, but I actually went with a hammer. So... There's a crowd control damage and sort of mobility thing. Swings our hammer in a cone in front of you, dealing 176 physical damage to all enemies hit. So it's an area attack. Knocks back up to 10 mobs, so 10 different enemies, by 3 meters. And if they're affected by other crowd control, so you want to stack it with other crowd control. This is another crowd control thing. So this is probably something you want to hit before you hit this. And then this, okay, so really what we want to do is something like that. Okay. Go. Alright, we also want to eat our sandwich so we get a little bit better health recovery. feel like this could work out not to our advantage. It still feels kind of sluggish. Again, I guess I'm just used to... I guess I'm just used to the way the Claymore vibes. Okay. How long you've channeled? Okay, so it gets a little bit bigger over time. There we go. And I'm actually going to try and not use our learning points for a while. Somebody advised me to sort of lay off of that and just let that go up naturally, which I think I'm going to do, except for, say, if I need to get something up to par for recording. Yeah. You got going on there, buddy? Oh, nothing I really care about. Alright, rip. I'm gonna just leave on my ox. Doop-doo. There we go. A solo dungeon. Now this one's common, doesn't have any butterflies or anything like that. It should be doable, given that all of our other gear is like tier 4 and tier 5. Even if the weapon itself isn't quite up to snuff, we should be fine. Go ahead and... Can I... Okay. Let's try this out. Get a little bit better. Hammer time. Okay, good. That felt pretty good. I think now that I'm beginning to understand its flow a little better... It just doesn't feel... There we go. I am looking forward to some non-melee weapons in the future. I think that'll be interesting. There we go. Okay, that feels a little bit better. Definitely feels a little bit better. But what are you guys thinking? Let's hear some comments, or read some comments. You know, how you guys like the hammer. Do you guys feel like it's actually a worthwhile weapon? You know, do you use it? Is it your thing, I guess? Personally, again, I still love the Claymore. But it's feeling a lot better than it did. Oh, gosh. Okay, you, dead. Okay, there, go away. Not loving the way this feels here. I think a part of that's just me not really jamming. Oh, good grief. Alright. There. Now it becomes cyberbullying. Now, who's getting bullied? Well, I'll let y'all decide that. But overall, I feel like that went a little better. I have a different potion I could be using, but it's... I mean, the problem is potions are so short-lived that there's not really a great reason to use them unless you need them right now. They're not really a, I'm gonna get this buff before I go in kind of thing. There we go, and I think this is at least one of the bosses. Guess we'll see.
Let's open a can of whoopers.
Oh, there you go. That's threatening. Not liking... I don't know. It seems to be a little bit better for, I guess, groups, maybe a little bit, like mobs. And that could be just the powers that I've tried out, like that I've actually grabbed for it. So let's, here in a moment, sort of recombobulate ourselves. Let's have a look. Okay, so with a hammer... You've got this, and you've got Threatening Strike, which is more threat generation. 187 damage versus... There's a little bit more direct damage, which is okay. That's not bad. I don't have access to this, but it could slow your enemies, which is cool. I think what I've got's fine, especially since I'm dealing largely with mobs. There. Alright. That may have just been a little bit extra, but you know what? They asked for it, right? Okay. Keep it on, keep it on. There we go. Okay, see, fighting mobs, it actually feels really good. It's fighting individual targets where it just seems to slow down a little bit, you know? Like, if you're fighting 4 or 5 targets, it's awesome. Just gotta remember that rotation of get them stunned or something first. Get a debuff on them, a crowd control effect of some sort. And then... Oh! There we go. Got a Tome of Insight. Nail of bonus is complete. Oh, he's already dead. See? Yeah, I was beating the crap out of these guys. Alright. There we go. We are a little low on energy. Now, I've heard... I think I want to say it's a mercenary jacket or something like that. Or some... no, it's a specific cloak, which I actually have a new... I don't have a new cape. It's a standard Adept's cape. But, been looking at capes, one of them might actually give me some more energy, which is good. I feel like I'm about to waltz into something real nasty. No, leave me alone. This is a challenging little area. They've got guys loading siege weapons and such off to the side, dropping volleys of artillery fire on my head. I should be able to get under them, yeah? No. Alright, got rid of that one. Let's use this opportunity to breathe for a moment, yeah? Go ahead and knock this other one out. We've got enough, I think, energy-wise to take care of him. There. Alright. That didn't feel as smooth as it could have been. I feel I missed my area of effect stuff that I get with the claymore, but overall the hammer was nice. Oh goodness, and excuse me. That is a lot of shit. Okay. There you go. Alright. How long is this dungeon? We must be close to the end, right? Okay, I think that's the big bad. Chill for a second. Tier 3, he's got double my HP, but got a whip. And whips are typically very telegraphy. So, we're going to go ahead and... Oh, that was a mistake. I didn't even look at it. I was looking at my cycles. Oh. Well, we'll just let you get over that, sir. Maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It just feels a little sluggish on single targets. Ah. There we go. Alright. That was a bit close, but this looks like a tasty chest, so What do we got? We got a Journeyman's Tome of Spells. Hey, that'll come in handy. A Fire Staff, Scholar Robes, and a Bag of Silver. Alright, so let's have a look at what this Bag of Silver entails. We got, how many of them? Was it 3 bags of silver? Use all. 4 grand. Okay. Got 4K, but we also picked up a fair amount of silver just from looting and such. This is nice. Probably not a lot on the market, but it'll be good for when we get to doing those sorts of things. And, of course, we also need to not forget to grab our activity for the Adventurers Challenge, that Tome of Insight. I'm not going to use it on the hammer, but I think we've done enough there. I know I said I kind of want to focus on, or want to do like a PvP match with it, but I think unless you guys say, yeah, I want to see you do it in both environments, we'll just focus the series more on PvE for the most part. Yeah. So anyhow, I appreciate y'all watching. This has been a cool experiment. Next week we'll probably do axes, because I know I said I wanted to do axes, and then I just didn't. The next week we'll probably do battle axes. Besides, I've got one in my inventory, and we can take a look at it in the next episode. Booyah. But anyhow, I appreciate y'all watching. I've been Steel Walrus. You've been awesome. And I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out.